Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video day, and today the Giants have released veteran wide receiver who is a one-time Pro Bowler, Allen Robinson II. Allen Robinson put up solid numbers in the preseason, but didn't have a lot of receptions. He had 3 receptions for 23 receiving yards in the preseason. Didn't really play a lot in the preseason, though. Allen Robinson last year with Pittsburgh, if you want to look at it, played 17 games with 17 starts, 49 targets, 34 receptions, 280 receiving yards for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, 2022 was completely different because in 2022, he had 340 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns in 10 games. So in 17 games this past season, 2023, we saw him only get 280 yards. And then 2022, in 10 games, he had 340. He had some solid seasons in Chicago. 2021, his last year was bad, 410 receiving yards with 1 touchdown. But then he had 2 really good seasons in Chicago. 2020, 1,250 receiving yards with 6 touchdowns. 2019 with Chicago, 1,147 receiving yards with 7 touchdowns. Now, his best season came in 2015, where he was a Pro Bowler with the Jacksonville Jaguars. In 16 games with 16 starts, he had 151 targets, 80 receptions, 1,400 receiving yards on the dot, 14 touchdowns, which is, if you look at, any other year in his career, he's barely even got half of that in other seasons. 14 touchdown receptions in 2015. If you look at his highest, but besides 2015, his highest is 2019 with 7. So he's the highest he's gone in his career outside of 2015, 14 touchdown receptions, is halfway there with 7 in 2019. But had a great 2015 season. It was an unbelievable year for him. Another funny stat I like to look at is his longest reception in 2015 was for 90 receiving yards. And outside of that 2015 season, from 2014 and 2016 through 2023, his highest reception since then is 54. And funny enough, that was actually the 2014 season before 2015. So his highest longest reception after that is 2019 with 49. So 2015 was a great year. Yes, he's had good years since then, like 2019 and 2020 with the Bears. 2018 was a pretty good year with the Bears, 754 receiving yards and 4 touchdowns in only 13 games. So if you look at it, he had 755 receiving yards, missing 3 games. So he had some really good seasons with Chicago besides the last year in Chicago. And even if you look at the last year in Chicago, 410 receiving yards is not bad when you're only playing 12 games. Like, he missed 5 games. So who knows what he has if he's fully healthy. He's playing 17 games in 2021. That might be I'm just saying, it could be a 700-yard season for him maybe. Definitely could have got 290 receiving yards in 5 games potentially, because at the time, 2021, basically the wide receiver 1. But let me know your thoughts on the Giants releasing Allen Robinson II, who, even though he had great seasons like 2015 with the Jags, 2019 and 2020, and really every year with the Chicago Bears, just there were years where he put up just mid numbers, but every year he put up solid numbers, whether it was only 400 receiving yards or only 700 receiving yards. It's because he missed a handful of games, whether it was 3 games in 2000, missing 3 games in 2018, or whether it was missing 5 games in 2021. So if you look at 2 years in Chicago where he only had 400 receiving yards in 2021, 754 in 2018, he missed a handful of games in both of those seasons. So let me know your thoughts on the Giants releasing Allen Robinson. But even though he had those good years, he is nowhere near the same player. So I'm not surprised by this release at all. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and peace out.